Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me, and we're here to break down Monday Night Football. Quite possibly the worst Monday Night Football game they could have made. The New York Giants against the Pittsburgh Steelers. No one outside of Pennsylvania and New York, maybe even the East Coast, wants to watch this game. All right, it's absolutely abysmal. The Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 6.5. And the total's at 36.5. My line was 6.5. My total was 41.5, though. I do think the over is more appealing to me than the under in this game. I understand that the Steelers' defense is very good and the Giants may have trouble scoring, but I also think the Steelers have found something with Russell Wilson. I know it's only been one game, but that game was against the New York Jets, who do continue to have an above-average defense. So I don't think the Giants are a step up in competition. They are a step down. This game's at home. So for all of those reasons, I think we could see the Steelers put up 28 to 30 points again, and the Giants would have to score 10 points, which I think is possible. All right. So there's kind of how I feel about the game. Last week, I mean, I hate to make excuses, and I don't want to ever make excuses. We got Mark Andrews to score, and Cade Otton was down at the 3-yard line. How many times? Frustrating stuff. Chris Godwin scored, and it was called back on a penalty. Wouldn't have mattered because Dobbins didn't score. Mike Evans scored. Lamar Jackson scored. It was called back on a penalty. This one would have hit. So just, again, I get bad beats are a part of the game. I get that you don't want to hang your hat on that because in the grand scheme of things, sometimes we win bets on unlucky things. So I don't love to complain about it, but we were close. I think all our reads were in the right spot. So far on the Monday Night Football promo videos, we have, guys, it's not pretty, but it is. All right. 3 wins, 18 losses, up 28 units, 70 free bets earned. Shout out to Alan Lazard, who's kind of carrying this units, even though our win-loss record is bad. Again, guys, I'm playing a lot of almost 10-to-1 prices because of what these promos force you to do. So our record win-loss does not have to be good because our odds are typically so high. So, it's high risk, high reward in these cases. So again, I want to stress this is entertainment only. All right, I am tracking to see if we can be profitable long-term with these promos, but understand there may be better ways to spend your money in sports betting in terms of value, all right? Speaking of the promos tonight, FanDuel does not have their typical 3-leg same-game parlay, which is frustrating, sad. They have a 25% live bet profit boost, so yuck. DraftKings has their typical same-game parlay. It has to be 4 legs, plus 400 minimum odds. That's mine. Yours may be different. And finally, ESPN continues to bring the heat, the best promo book out there. If you do not have it and it is available in your state, I would really recommend getting ESPN Bet. Look down in my description. There is a bet stamp link. You can sign up for ESPN Bet using that, and I get a little bit of a kickback from it. You still get the $1,000 risk-free bet, I believe is what they have. But nonetheless, they have a first TD insurance, 50% back on your wager if they don't score, up to $20 in bonus bets. So if you bet $40, you maximize this promo and get $20 back. If you bet $20, you get $10 back. And they have 2 profit boosts for same-game parlays. One, you have to make a deposit with code MF100, which gives you a 100% boost, and the other is just a standard 20% boost that's given to you. Here's a preview of the touchdowns for this game. Pittsburgh's defense is good. New York's offense is not. Pittsburgh's offense is okay. New York's defense is okay. There's your matchup in layman's terms. Now, I will stress to you that the Pittsburgh offensive data is skewed based on a Justin Fields-led team who is no longer at the helm. We have Patrick Mahomes. What the heck? We have Russell Wilson. All right, we have Russell Wilson leading the charge now. So while this data may tell you one story, I'm not going to sit here and say the story is going to continue because we have had a change in philosophy. Russell Wilson is not as much of a quarterback rushing threat as is Justin Fields. So I would not take Russell Wilson to score tonight, although the data may say, wow, they've allowed 3, which is pretty poor for the league, and Pittsburgh scored 6. Okay, you have to keep in mind that this does not tell you everything. Okay, here are my plays. FanDuel, I'm skipping. I don't want to give you a live bet pregame, okay? I will probably use it on a touchdown scorer. I know that's not the best way to do it, but it's the most fun way to do it for an entertainment type Monday night game. We'll see who I go with. It'll just depend on the odds. It'll depend on kind of the first two drives, how I see things going. So that's how I will use it. DraftKings, here's my official play. $10 wins you 79. 4 legs. George Pickens to score a touchdown. Steelers to win the game. Steelers to score over 15.5 points. And Daniel Jones 200 yards passing. Now, the script is very clear with this one. I think the Steelers dominate this game. They score some points. And the Giants have to pass to keep up. It's that simple. That's the script. We're going with it. 10 wins you 79. ESPN Bet, I have 2 plays. Yes, guys. Yes, I'm doing it finally. A first touchdown score pick. Now, this game is kind of a crapshoot in terms of first touchdown score and who could get it. If you go back and look at the touchdown data, New York has scored first once, and Pittsburgh has scored first twice. Each team has allowed 5 first touchdowns scored. Now, I favor the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one just because they are at home. They are facing inferior competition. So, a lot could be said about who each of these teams are playing and how the data then kind of aligns based on that. Pittsburgh is the better team, so I'm taking the Steelers, and I'm taking George Pickens, okay? And I realize I'm kind of doubling up here. I have him here, okay? I just think that he is the clear favorite target for Russell Wilson in this offense. If you want to play it safer, Najee Harris, and Jaylen Warren, I think are great picks. Warren was sitting at like 11-1, which is very interesting, and I may put a free bet on it because I like that price, and I think the Giants can be beat on the ground. So those are kind of my suggestions, but that is my official play. I realize it's for $40, which is maybe not in your bankroll, and that's totally fine. Bet what you can afford. I will get a $20 free bet back from this, and I will be able to convert that at about $15. So really, this is only a $25 bet for me, if you think of it like that. That's how I think about it with the free bets, which helps kind of alleviate some of the stress of, maybe, that's a big bet. Well, we are insured up to probably half times 0.75, okay? As for my 100% boost, we're going all in. We're doing it tonight, guys. We're going to have a little fun. I've had a pretty good set of weeks with NBA coming back. And so I had to tell myself, make the picks that you want to make. Don't make picks based on what you think your viewers want to see, which is hard for me. A lot of the times I pick things that I think, okay, they're going to tail this because it's somewhat safe. We'll just do that. Tonight is just me being me. Okay. Like I said, I think Pickens is the favorite target. We're going to have him catch 6 passes. That's plus 140, a little bit of a surprise. I figured his line would be at 5.5. It is not. It's at 4.5 4.5. So we'll take him at 6 at plus money. We'll take Wilson 2 passing touchdowns. Again, I think they want to see what he can do. And I think this matchup is soft. So I like that. That's also at plus money. And then we'll take Wan'Dale Robinson to score. A little bit of a wild card. It is Daniel Jones's, we'll call him second favorite target. He loves Malik Neighbors. But if you don't think Mike Tomlin is going to have his defense knowing where Malik Neighbors is on the field 100% of the snaps, then I would say you don't know anything at all. I think Neighbors will be covered and will be covered well, leaving hopefully opportunities for some secondary guys. In this case, we'll go with Wan'Dale Robinson. So that's the play. $20 wins $820. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm not saying it's the smartest pick, but I'm saying it works for my bankroll and me. It may not for you, and if that's the case, trim this down a little bit. Maybe go Pickens 4 catches, Wilson 1 touchdown, Wan'Dale 4 catches. Just take a smaller section of this and do with it what you will. Okay, so our official plays are as follows. We're putting 7 units out there tonight, which again, that's not the best way to do it. I wouldn't ever say, put 7 units on a Monday Night Football game, but I'm playing the promos. I'm playing what they allowed. This is what works for me and my bankroll and how I wager. I'm playing all the promos across all the books. So, I'm not your father. I'm not your financial, what do you call those people? your financial wise guy. I don't know, your financial advisor. Okay, that's not who I am. I'm just a guy creating content and hoping we can win something. All right, so these are the plays. This is what I like. Best of luck. Tomorrow we'll be back with the rankings, and I'll have some other videos out for you. I'm trying not to put out too many videos, but I got ideas, and I just want to put them out. But that's it. 10 minutes long? This video is way too long. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.